Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to listen to some mumbly jumbly. All the way from St. Albans, your host for tonight, Abs the Magic, Supercoach Godfather.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. Today's topic, we have Darcy Parish. This was a request. This one is from my friend Rocky Harwood from the Serious Supercoach group. He said to me, do a Darcy Parish review if you get time, you legend. Well, when he asked me that nice, if there's someone asking me like this and say like they're calling me a legend, what do you think? Of course I'm going to make him a Darcy Parish review. And I'm going to make one for him very beautiful now, okay? Just calm it down. Now, as usual, the first thing we do, we look at his price. So we go into our app. It says 610k, so is it not cheap? Okay, let's have a look at his average. It's 110 from last year, 114 from the year before. Now with primos, as I've discussed earlier, especially when they're priced at around about 600k, that's big dollars, okay? We're shopping at Myers now. We're no longer is at Target. We're now at Myers, okay? So 610k, so 610, and you got an average of 110, okay? Now we need to make sure that our player doesn't lose value, okay? So we actually need, with the new magic number being so high, the first 6 rounds, he needs to go at 120 to hold that value. If he can do that, then this is a good purchase. If he can go higher, which, I mean, he probably won't, but if he can go higher, it'll be awesome. But let's just say 120 is what we're after, because we're not after 110. If we get 110, his price will go down to about 560 after 6 rounds. So, because of the way the magic number works. So we need him to go at 120 just to hold that 610k value. All right. Are we clear here? All right. Let's continue. Let's see what he can do. Now I've gone into AFLtables.com just to check out his stats, and we're looking at his disposals, and they're through the roof. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, now disposals 34, 35. Had one bad week. That was against Melbourne. 38, 30, so they're all 30s, 40s, 39, 43. All the way till round 11, this boy was on fire, okay? And then he got injured. Before he got injured, let's have a look at what he was scoring. Okay, so I counted all these scores, all right? There's some huge scores here. 121, 130, 133, 111, 139. The boy's gone nuts, all right? Now, I worked out his average just until he got injured. So, all these games here. His average is 118, all right? Now, 118 times the magic number values him at 650k. So, and he's priced at 610k. So, he's actually value going by these figures, all right? So, he's a good buy. He's not going to lose much if he continues this form, all right? Now, I can't predict how he's going to continue. Now, the thing with a midfielder, especially of his caliber, we already know his role. I mean, we don't even have to look at the charts. We know what he can do. We know where he plays. He's everywhere, all right? So, I don't think we have any problems or any issues with his ball-winning ability. And going by his price, he's actually undervalued. He's valued at 610, so he's 40k undervalued at what he can do. Okay, my final verdict on Darcy Parish. Now, sometimes you can have players that have injury concerns, okay? Now, Parish had 2021, he had 22 games, so there was no injuries there. He only had an injury concern last year, albeit twice. Okay, he had it once, and then he got it again. Okay, then he came back, but he didn't come back as strong. I think he played a little bit forward time back then, but these are instinct. We don't worry about these, okay? Because we worry more about these. This is what he can do. Another thing to consider, is Essendon's game plan this year. They're talking about holding the ball longer, which may actually suit. It might suit Parish, or it might not, because Parish might be a quick 1-2 player where he gets the ball, hand passes, gets it back, keeps running, hand passes, gets it back. He could be a 1-2 player. And actually, let's have a look if he's a 1-2 player or not. How do you work that out? I'll tell you now. Kick to handball ratio, all right? Kick to handball tells you if he's a 1-2 player. Kicks 14, handballs 20. Kicks 12, handballs 12. Okay, he's a 1-2 player. he kicks less than he handballs. So like 13 kicks, 31 handballs. So 44 disposals, 31 were handballs. So he's a 1-2 player. Okay, I just want to show you something. Now, I want to go and show you another 1-2 player that I really like. But he costs a lot more money, alright? This one you're going to Paris to get him, not even Myers. This one you have to go all the way to Paris and get this bloke. Where is he? Alright, he's in Adelaide. I think you know who I'm talking about. Okay, we're talking about Rory Laird. Okay, I'm just going to show you how he's a 1-2 player as well. 1-2 players are actually quite good. 14 kicks, 24 handballs. 14 kicks, 90. He's a 1-2 player as well. Now, when I say I like kick to handball ratio, okay, it means coming out of defence, kicking the ball. That's a good ratio. But some midfielders, because they get high possession numbers, they'll handball, then get it back. All right? So a midfielder like Parish, he'll handball, get it back, and continue. Same as Laird does. And they're bonus points. A handball is 2 points. Handball receive is 2 points. Another handball is another 2 points. That's 6 points in a space of 2 seconds. So a player that plays 1-2 game is actually quite good. So it looks like a good buy. I can't see any reason why he should be bad. And a player that has injury problems, it's always better to start with them than bring them in later on. Because if you start with them, you get the whole run. You get all of it, okay? If you bring him in later on, you bring him in around here, you got the rest of the run, but what if he gets injured? Then you got to trade him out. So you lose 2 trades. Whereas if you start with him, you just have to trade him out. So you lose 1 trade. So, something to think about. And that's all for today. That's the end of our podcast. So, remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.